We took our first Airbnb from $64,000 a year to over $190,000. And then we scaled to over 70 houses in just 3 years by fixing these exact mistakes I'm going to talk about today. Bold claim: most hosts bleed profit from pricing, promises, and systems, not necessarily location. Everyone chases ocean views. You know what we chase? RevPAR. There's one change that doubled our RevPAR versus the market. I'm going to show you that today. And I want your worst hosting mistake in the comments so we can pressure test this list. If you felt stuck, stressed, or scared of bad reviews, today's video is going to unlock bookings, calm your inbox, and give you a scalable playbook that you can run today or this week. All right, so after 3 years of hosting on Airbnb, we have made enough mistakes to fill an entire book. So I turned them into this video instead. The pain, lost profit, stressed out hosting, and fear of bad reviews. The transformation, a lean, profitable, sustainable setup that will keep your calendar steady and sanity intact. We're gonna move fast. I'm gonna share exactly what changed, and I'm gonna give you the exact systems to copy so you can use them in your own Airbnb business. I've been hosting now for almost 3 years, and we've bought over 4 Airbnbs equating to $5 million before we even hosted our first management client. And we learned most of this the hard way. We grew from 1 home to over 70 plus homes in that 3-year period, and our average house outperforms the market 2 to 1 in occupancy, reviews, and the king of all kings, RevPAR. We operate mostly in vacation rental markets with a large 5+ bedrooms, and we have a management company that does this for our clients that don't want to do it themselves. So today we're going to talk about money leaks, guest experience fails, and mindset traps that I wish that I knew sooner. And bonus, that at the very end, the pricing habit that stabilized bookings fast and made our calendars predictable, even when it's off season or choppy demand. So let's talk about payoff number 1, the sit it and forget it pricing model. So this one habit alone changed our bookings and my sanity. So market shifts all the time, weekly, new comps, demand waves, shorter lead times is what we're seeing across the nation. And static pricing means underpriced weeks or empty nights. Now, my early mistake was turning on dynamic pricing once and never revisiting it, or revisiting it on a non-frequent basis. The fix here is to review pricing and market data every single day, or at the minimum every week. Compare your listings to new competitors as they pop up in the marketplace. And in Price Labs, what you want to do is use rule sets to nudge far out dates higher. You should have a premium for that. You want to tune in last minute discounts to capture gaps. Remember, an empty calendar gives you exactly 0. And you want to incentivize 3 to 7 night stays to smooth your turnovers as well as lift RevPAR. Simple version is price far out like airline seats, last minute like clearance. Payoff number 2, you want to get your local taxes and money systems right, especially from the beginning. This is a mistake that sent me back to fix old filings. So misfiled taxes could mean penalties and administrative nightmares. So don't assume that the platform handles every jurisdiction or every taxable item. Cleaning fees often count. So the fix here is to confirm your city, county, and regional rules. You need to define your taxable base. Does it include nightly rate, cleaning fees, pool heat fees, and you want to set proper tax collection on Airbnb, VRBO, as well as all your other channels. Add a monthly task. So you want to pool reservations? HostAway does a great reporting here. Calculate, file, and pay. Keep a simple spreadsheet and calendar reminders. 10 minutes monthly beats panic letters that you'll probably find in the mail. Payoff number 3, invest in photos that actually sell your nights off of your calendar. The highest ROI and then probably the best $500 to $600 that you'll ever spend is photos. Photos are your storefront. So blurry, unlevel phone pictures are gonna kill your conversions. You wanna shoot eye level, clean the lens, lead with a true hero shot, ideally outside. And in the midterm, you wanna book a professional that specializes in Airbnb shooting, and also update every caption to make sure that matches with your photo. Better photos, I guarantee you, will raise your click-through, which is gonna boost your ranking. Payoff number 4 is spending money where it really matters. So this is getting quotes, not being cheap and splurging on the items that are gonna give you the best ROI. So we've wasted a ton of money. We've underspent in some areas, both in the worst and the best places. So overpaying vendors are gonna kill your profit. Being cheap on comfort is gonna tank your review. Some mistakes are taking the first contractor quote, being stingy on reimbursements to guests, and splurging on decor that guests don't notice or they don't care about. Here's the fix. Always get 3 to 4 quotes for repairs as well as landscaping for great first impressions. When issues happen, you want to reimburse substantially and proportionately. Invest where the guests feel it daily. Beds, towels, sofas. Save with thrifting, marketplace finds, and do it yourself for decor. Skip fancy tableware that may or may not break. Comfort sells nights, aesthetics just sell a scroll. Payoff number 5, align your listing promise with on-site reality. So this is a big one. Avoid that crammed and misled feeling that guests hate. Mismatched expectations create 1-star energy in a 5-star house. The mistake that we see a lot here is that it sleeps 8, but it seats 4. You don't have enough coffee cups or dishes, vague details. The way you can fix this is audit your capacity and make sure that you have enough chairs, mugs, plates, and towels for the max head count, plus a buffer for when things get stained or broken. Complete every field as well as photo captions and answer upfront questions as a FAQ. Coffee type, workspace, kid gear, parking, noise, and stairs. You want to promise precisely what exists in your listing. Payoff number 6 is become a 5-star communicator. Most Airbnb horror stories are going to start out with bad communication, and then once they arrive, they will be looking for something that's wrong. People forgive problems, they don't forgive being ignored. Mistake here is a defensive tone, slow replies, or just simply not listening to your guest. You want to treat guests like real guests, not bookings. Aim for prompt, warm, but calm replies. You can use AI where appropriate to polish your wording. When something breaks, listen, validate, and update with timelines. Thank them and compensate them when appropriate. If their guest or their stay is interrupted, it probably means compensation. Clarity beats speed alone. Payoff number 7 is design your communication channels with intentionality. So this simple change made us more reachable with less spam. Guests need access to you without invading your personal life. Mistakes that we see all the time are using personal cell phone numbers or posting your numbers publicly, which invites scams. You can fix this by getting a dedicated VoIP. We use OpenPhone and set caller IDs for Airbnb calls, and keep most of your messaging in the app, not through text messaging. Don't list your number on Google and remove it if spam spikes. Payoff number 8, simple cleaning and restocking systems. So you want to make your property easier for guests, but more importantly, your cleaners. No basics equals more mess and longer turnovers. Mistakes that we see here all the time are zero cleaning supplies and no locked supply closet. You can fix this easily by providing a cordless vacuum, an all-purpose cleaner, rags, and paper towels. You want to create a locked supply closet with bulk paper goods, toiletries, and spare items and linens. You're gonna train your cleaners to restock guest areas from the supply closet through every turnover and get photo evidence. Treat it like a business, not a fantasy vacation. So your trips change once you own it. Expecting leisure breeds burnout. Doing everything yourself captures growth. So the mistakes we see here is romanticizing stays and refusing to outsource. You want to reframe visits as business first, maintenance, inspections, contractor meetings. You want to decide what's your hourly value, and then you want to outsource your cleaning, inspections, handyman, and most likely your property management. If there's someone doing it better, you want to hire that person. They will make you more money. Payoff number 10, decide instead of drifting. The worst mistake we see is never starting or never evaluating whether to keep going. Drifting or not decisive or indecisiveness waste years. For new hosts, you want to set a 2 to 3 month decision window, ideally 2 to 3 weeks. You want to run the numbers, study your competition and regulations, talk to your lenders, and then decide. For current host, you want to decide if you want to do a 1031 exchange or simply keep the asset or sell it. You want to include taxes, market shifts, and your lifestyle and make a deliberate choice. Those are 3 years worth of mistakes so you can get smoother, more profitable setup faster. The takeaway here is pricing discipline, aligned promises, and simple systems are going to drive your RevPAR as well as your reviews. Drop your biggest mistake or fear in the comments, like and subscribe for more behind the scene lessons and the exact systems that we use to outperform the market on 70 plus homes 2 to 1, and watch along as we push towards over 100 homes under management in 2026. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.